Hi there, Sarah Knowles here, and I want to talk about getting ready for a date. And I have some unconventional tips for you that are going to be a little bit different than picking the perfect thing to wear, putting on your makeup, and shaving your legs. This is all about preparing your mind. If you've been following me for any time now, you know that I believe that your mindset is the most important factor that you have in your life, because you can't always control your circumstances, but you can control how you react to them. And that's all in your mind, right? Sounds simple. Not necessarily easy, but simple. So one of my biggest tips for you for getting ready for a first date is thinking over some of the things that you want to bring to the table. And I mean that on a variety of levels. What are you looking for long term? Seriously. Long term, what do you want in your life? I'm not talking about, you just got out of a relationship and you're just having some fun for now, but you know that someday you want to get married. The important thing is knowing that someday you want to get married. You can say that right now you're just looking for some fun, but you would like something with potential down the road for marriage. You need to be honest about that, not just with yourself, but with the person you're dating and spending time with. I know it can sound like you're going to scare him off if you tell him, hey, I want to get married someday. But married someday does not mean that you're getting married tomorrow, and it does not mean that you're getting married to him. What we need to be focusing on is sorting out the people that aren't right for us and focusing more of our time and energy on the people that are. So 1, get clear in your head. What are you really looking for? 2, get clear on what you're bringing to a relationship. What do you want out of your perfect relationship? How do you want to feel? How do you want to be showing up with this person? Do you want to be feeling feminine and sexy and smart and fun? And if you know that, you can evaluate the guy in front of you, whether or not he's helping to bring that out in you. Do you feel like you are your most feminine, free, fun, and sexy self when you're in front of this person? If he makes you feel defensive or unsafe, or that you can't trust him, well, obviously that's not how you want to be feeling. On a number of levels, that's not how you want to be feeling. But if you've identified how you want to feel in your relationship, then you can see if that's a fit with how you're feeling with the person on the date. Does it come out? Because if it doesn't, not a fit. On to the next person. You also want to know what you're bringing to the table. What are you bringing for a relationship? I'd like to offer a man that I want him to know that I think that he is the most amazing man on the planet. And I think that's a big offer, because I know that my partner ultimately is going to be the most amazing man on the planet. And if I'm not feeling some sort of glimmer of, ooh, this man has potential to be that someday, then I know it's not a good fit. I know that it's not resonating with what I want to be able to bring to the table. Some people are very sensory. They want a partner who would appreciate a good back massage, because that's how they express love. And if you're sitting on a date with somebody who hates to be touched, not a good fit. Let's just be honest, because you have something that you want to give, that you want to provide, and if that's being shut down and it's not being accepted, then you're not going to be happy ultimately in that relationship. And knowing what you want to be giving in a relationship is really important, because you also need to know what you want to be receiving. How do you want your partner to be showing up and giving to you? These are great questions, and they are big questions, so don't feel rushed to have all the answers right now because I say so. One more thing before you go, and this is something that you can do right now to get ready for your date. Prepare yourself to share your best self. What are some of the things that you want to bring out on this date? Whether it's qualities that you want to show that you exhibit, like you're a really fantastic cook, and if that's the case, what is a great story that you have of a fantastic meal that you cooked? What's a time that you did that? And maybe you can find a way to work that story into your conversation across each other at the dinner table or whatever activity that you're choosing for your date. If it's that you're a family values person, how can you talk about your family to show that they're really important to you? It is so important to show rather than tell. And this resonates so much more deeply with each other as human beings. Instead of just saying, families are really important to me and I spend a lot of time with them. Maybe you show that by saying that you have a night once a week with your family that you do dinner together and you all watch a movie on Netflix. Whatever it is, you set that time aside and you talk about how important it is to you. Show rather than tell. You want to show your best stories. You want to show maybe some interesting things that you've been reading or thinking about lately. Like you have this really wild theory about a certain Black Mirror episode and you can't wait to share it and you want his opinion on it. These are the kinds of things that make conversation really interesting. Sharing ideas and why it's important to you, or some theories that you have, and ask for his opinion. It's actually, this is the simple part. The rest is stuff that you can continue to work on. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you keep working on these things and answering those big questions. Because I know that I didn't ask myself these questions, and I don't normally give myself the space. But when we have somebody who's there with us, taking us step by step, giving us the space that we need to answer these questions, well, then you get so much more clear in your life and you're able to find exactly what you're looking for that feels right deep down. Not just up here, but deep down here. And if this resonates with you at all, please come visit me over at my website, sarahmkernowles.com, and sign up for my newsletter, where I give you all kinds of wonderful tips and I give you insight into my new courses that I have coming up so that you can join and have the support that you need to find your happily ever after. All right, go get 'em, Tiger. Have a great date.